Greetings everyone at YouTube. I have been eating hearty tonight, but tonight I shall be dining in hell. Actually, seriously, no, seriously. This is Nightmare 060's review of 300. When I first saw this, I wish I saw it in IMAX, because this is best in IMAX. Sadly, it's not showing anymore in IMAX. Anyway, I really enjoyed this film. And it's a very guy film. It's a very male-orientated and orientated film, which is a bit simplistic, really. Although that's kind of the aim of it, really. This is based off. This movie is based off Frank Miller's 300 comic, and is starring Gerard Butler as Leonidas, and the Persian god king Zeri is played by Rodrigo Santoro. Anyway, let's start out with the plot. This is a loose reconstruction. Sorry about the stutter. This is a loose reconstruction of the Battle of Thermopylae with the 300 Spartans and quite a few other Greek soldiers. This is back when Greek was numerous city-states instead of one unified country we now know as Greece, and they are defending against the invading Persian army led by Xerxes, Leonidas the king of Sparta, and the 300 Spartans. Now, to continue, this is only a very loose representation of this, because the visualization is absolutely crazy. However, I will say that it is historically accurate to a point, because life as a Spartan was very tough. You had even the slightest deformity we were cast aside as a baby, and only the perfect and non-deformed ones would survive. And even then, the childhood would be put through rigorous testing, rigorous trials for like 18 years, harsh beatings, thrown into the wild, feral combat, all these, and even assassinating a slave, to make them into Spartan warriors. And this is essentially what happens here. It starts out with a rather epic recollection of Leonidas's childhood, and the film is narrated by who was it? David Wenham, who plays the Spartan Dilios, and he's at a bigger battle and was recalling the tale of the 300 Spartans, because he is a Spartan himself and he is one of the soldiers here, a proud Spartan. He tells us this, and this is essentially told from a Spartan's point of view, which is very interesting, if not a bit exaggerated. Really. Yeah, it can be a bit exaggerated. The story has a decent pace and follows Leonidas disobeying the words of the gods, apparently, disobeying the words of the oracle rather, and taking the 300 Spartans to battle the Persian army, while his wife at home, tries to defend his honour and tries to keep him from being considered a criminal, but she's obviously has opposition here. It mainly focuses around the big battles and around Leonidas himself, as well as the story of the Spartans growing up. Spliced, and it's mostly an action flick, spliced with some numerous areas of fan service and sexual references in one sexual scene. Before getting back to the Spartans slicing the ever-loving crap out of the Persians, which is what we all go to see. This isn't meant to be a big flashy movie. This is a big flashy movie. You're not supposed to take it seriously. Just take it face value. Half-naked guys, big shields, big spears, lots of blood, fan service. That's it. And that's what's fun about it. If you're a guy, you'll probably enjoy it. If you're a girl, you can enjoy it too. But even so, it's aimed at guys with this amount and the amount of gore. And I think, and that leads me on to the next part, which is the acting. The acting was frankly amazing. I loved the acting, all the in character, playing the roles really well, with Leonidas being the leading the Greek warriors being the lesser, but still able warriors, or brawlers as they were known. And all the Spartans being very war hungry and proud to die in battle. I thought this was a very interesting theme. Maybe not historically accurate, but then it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be over the top with the immortals and the big beasts and the monsters and all that kind of thing. And the CGI and special effects all complement with slow-mo shots, and just the epic scale of it all just brings it all into perspective of how the 300 Spartans are fighting off these endless waves of, you know, Persian troops, even the immortals, you know, with loads of different trickery and that kind of thing. I found it very entertaining, and I was not bored of the story, you know, for 1 second. Maybe if you're watching a second time, it does feel a little bit short. Let's see how long it is. 111 minutes. It's not too bad, I guess. About 120 minutes to 2 hours. But yeah, nearly 2 hours. But even so, it didn't feel dragged out. It had a nice pace. It was historically accurate to a point, but and just everything comes together and creates this big mass effect of just warriors kicking the shit out of each other and murdering each other and dying in battle, and the whole music and the whole soundtrack complemented every moment. You could feel every emotion. Hell, you wish you were there. I know I did. I knew I wished I was there, honestly. Overall, I give this movie 4.5 stars. Why? Because when you take it at face value and you just enjoy if you enjoy an action, you enjoy big battles, you enjoy epicness, you enjoy brilliant acting, then I think this movie is for you. If you want something a bit more serious and character driven, then I'd look elsewhere. But for a good historical fantasy flick with lots of gore, fan service and big epic battles which should have been seen in the IMAX, this is the way to go. I just want to apologise quickly that if I repeated myself a lot of this time, it wasn't the easiest of movies to make. Anyway, and now for something completely different. Tonight we dine in heck. This is Kato. Boot. Kudos to anyone who gets that reference.